Ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, YouTube? I know we didn't give you Beast Fire yesterday. King Blood at work. Post at work. My man Man's a little under the weather, so we didn't get a chance to do Beast Fire yesterday. So we give you make you guys in the inbox. Don't be no. Listen, I got you. I got something for you. I was on Pubg. Garrett went there, but my man had platinum. I mean, he was on this Pubg. Listen, now I really tweet execs. I rarely tweet anybody. Besides you guys that tweet me back. I told Phil. I told Aaron. I told the jokes. You guys got something special with Pubg. Now I know I've been hearing a lot of crazy stuff in the press. About the frames and about that. Let me mute this back right quick. Actually, I didn't even tweet this up my damn self. It's a great game. It's a great game. As I'm still tweeting it out, Gary, what you got going on? Tell me what you like about the game, whatever. I'm still
man, usual, bro. I'm chilling, playing Pubg. I've been back and forth between console and PC. It's playing the definitive version and the definitive console version because one of them ain't got it. It is what it is, though. Loving it. Of course, I was one of the first to post my dub. You know what I'm saying? Me and my squad, we don't post just videos. We post W's, bro. You know what I mean?
You gotta put it on. Let me ask you a question. Does the Xbox version have achievements yet?
No,
it don't have achievement.
Damn. Damn. Jeez, they must have got about 6 people working over there. They ain't got no achievements.
I don't think they're gonna put achievements in there. Not to mention preview games don't get achievements on.
Shit, Battle Royale had them.
Oh, what? Fortnite?
Hell yeah.
Well, Fortnite, the full game is out already though. So
Fortnite, no, I'm just saying.
It's not a preview game.
No, it was a preview game. I bought it. It was $30.
Yeah, it's been released since like August.
I know, but I got achievements back then. That's what I'm saying. When I first started playing the game, there was achievements in it.
I don't know. That shit trash though, so I couldn't tell you.
They put that battery in our back. Told everybody to get it.
Bro, let me tell you something. At Pubg, all right, but on console, it need a little bit of work. It's a little dark. On console, that shit dark as hell, bro. Like, I don't know about you. I be hiding in the shadow of the trees, just sniping people, yo. They don't even see me, yo. You can't see shit how dark that thing is, man.
Hold on, shut up. Hold on. Shut everybody in the chat. We say what's up, my man Terabyte Gaming down with the super chat movement. Appreciate it. I said Braun Stokes, brother JR, everybody in the chat. Like I said, I'm not looking at the screen. So he says it to me, and I ain't see him saying, shout out to you guys. If you be so kind, hit the like button. We're going to have a quick conversation right here. And this ain't going to be no damage controls. You don't get the total to. None but the truth will help me Xbox, you know what I mean? But, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. That's what people saying. What's up? What's up? Hey, what do you want me to call you? It's my man here on Patreon. So what do you want me to call you? Noah? Platinum? What you want me to call you?
Platinum, whatever.
I believe firmly in the Bible. You can call me Noah. My granddaddy named me Noah. Noah. Talk to me. Now, listen. Noah, you in Bang Bang, right? You a rookie in Bang Bang. You're making us Xbox proud. You out there putting it mad. Listen, guys, if you're not a part of Bang Bang Next Gen Gamers, my gaming group, it ain't for the light heart. It's a console war group. Everything above the waist, you know what I mean? We don't do no family friends and that racist shit. Everything else is good. But you've been in there cutting up all for the last. They cutting up, holding your own, man, making us proud. But anyway, what are your thoughts about Pubg? Now, listen, not to cut you off, not to throw you on the bus. I read one of your posts when I was outside cheating on my wife. You said that the frames are overrated and that Digital Foundry is destroying gaming. Would you please like to elaborate on that, good brother?
Yeah, bro. From the perspective of a gamer, man. As a gamer, man. Back when we was playing PlayStation, Dreamcast, Saturn. Nobody was concerned about frame rates, man. The game was either good, bad. But now, you know what I'm saying? People don't know if they like a game until they see the Digital Foundry video. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who knew the frames were dropping until you saw Digital Foundry? I mean, once you hit the ground, of course, when you're parachuting, that's obvious. I mean, the textures are soupy, the game's running slow. But a lot of times, man, a lot of us, we don't even notice it. Now, from a PC gamer standpoint, them guys, they got experience playing 100 frames per second. I'm pretty sure they can pinpoint it, eyeballing it. But a lot of us, man, most of our games are 30 frames per second on console. So how many of us really can tell a five when a game drops, below 5 frames per second?
Oh, okay. Okay, now listen here. Now listen, and not to throw you under the bus again. I must listen because we tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth. This guy is a Switch owner, so he may be being partial about graphics and all that stuff. I just have to let the audience know that, okay? That you may be a little biased. Now, with that being said,
back in the day, a lot of times we thought frame drops were lag, especially in like online games and shit. We thought it was lag. We didn't know
bug or something or whatever
what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, good point. Oh, this game buggy as hell right now. It's just slowing down. Look how slow it's moving.
Yeah. But it never detracted from the game, man. And I see it more so on the Xbox side than I do PlayStation. I'm trying my best not to damage control, but it's certain things that occur on both sides of the fence, but it only becomes a problem or a major issue when it happens on the Xbox console. I'm gonna use the term console exclusive.
Okay.
It is on PC.
Okay.
It becomes a focus point.
Oh, okay. Let me say this then. To be fair, right? Again, PUBG does has frame rate issues on the PC and on console. It is what it is, right?
But it's perfectly fine, because even though it drops 20 frames down, we talk about stability all day.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter on PC because they top out at what, 90 frames per second, 100 depending on your rig.
Nah, we don't top out. It just goes depending on how strong your PC is and how much you.
No, wait, hold, Gary. You said we. Now, what's going on, brother? You're PC elitist now? I heard you slide the word we in there. What's going on, bro?
Let me tell you,
bro. Nah.
When it comes to gaming, I'm part of the gaming master race. I got that X, I got that PC, that high-end PC, 1080 Ti. I have a. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling like Neo.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to check. I just want to check your temperature. But listen, now to Adam would know, say, you must be stealing my shit and plagiarism. But I've been saying it for a while. I always thought it was crazy for console gamers to be arguing about frames per second and resolution. Right. I've always said that, you know what I mean? And it's not no damage control. But what and again, it's a fun game. I'm gonna listen. I actually get on Gary about playing this dog. Man, you play that dog shit, PUBG. Come on, you know what I mean? Now I can see why. Like, this game is so intense. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell by looking at the live stream. Like, this game really is intense. Like, I listen. Oh, I look. This is just modern. Let's check it out. I think it's just this version of generation of SOCOM. What SOCOM could have been or should have been if it evolved the right way. Like, this game to me is epic.
Yeah, what's going on? Can you hear me?
Oh, what's up, Jude? What's going on? You and R. Kelly's empty house in Atlanta. What's going on? You at Jude?
Man. What's up?
What, you on a cell phone?
No, I'm at work on his laptop, man.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, listen. I don't want you in the back of Popeyes. I ain't trying to get you fired. Let me get your quick impressions of PUBG, what you thought, the good, the bad, and ugly.
All right. Pretty much, I enjoyed the game. The frame rates, obviously, since, they came out and said it's going to be 30 frames, everybody knew PUBG is one of those games, even on PC, that kind of dips, when it comes to the frame rate. But overall, other than, jumping out of the plane and, when you land and things like that, the frame rates are good. I mean, they kind of stay within 30 to, I'd say, like 27 when you're just running around and everything is loading in.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the game. It's intense, like you said, next gen. I can see why everybody, is hooked onto it on the PC. And I think a lot of people on the Xbox are going to do the same. With it being in the preview program, it can only get better. One of the better games that I've seen on the preview program, in my opinion, because a lot of the other stuff is really lacking when it comes to optimization. So that's pretty much my overall view on it. I thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna be on it on Mixer tonight, so I'll let me.
Shameless plug. Fuck out of here. Anyway, go.
To all you who are out there talking about, I see a lot of people trying to down this game or whatever. This game has already got 500,000 players. I'm not saying it sold 500,000, but there's been 500,000 players in like a day. So yeah, on Xbox it's registered 500,000. I just read it somewhere. So let me tell you guys something, all right? Because I play on PC and I play on Xbox. See, on PC, like, because I have a high-end PC, yes, it drops frames, but you're talking about from 100 frames, like from 120 frames down to, like, the farthest it'll go down is probably like 77. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really notice that. You know what I'm saying? Like I never actually notice it. Not to mention my monitor only reaches up to 100, so I can only notice like 100 frames regardless. But it does drop on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta think about it. Me dropping from 100 and something down to like 80 something or 90 something, that's nothing. But on a Xbox, it'll drop from 30 to like 20 something. You know what I mean? But it does drop when you're on the airplane. It drops when you're parachuting. I mean, when you're parachuting down, that's when you see like
it dropped the more
shit sometimes.
Parts of the game. Pretty much.
But when you on the ground and you ready to go, like you rocking. Like I don't know what these other guys are talking about. When you on that ground, you rocking. I do see frame drops when we drive, but you know it is what it is. These dudes in the chat, they talking crazy, but me and my team got a dub yesterday. Shout out to my man Luda in the chat. We went and got that dub yesterday. I don't know what everybody else is doing.
Average in the top 5, bro. Like I don't understand why everybody's painting this picture as if the game is unplayable. And if even for Digital Foundry, well, you know, with their video, you know, they if you ask me, they reviewed the game like it was a final release, like it was a travesty or something, man. Like it's a preview program.
Well, let me say this, right? And again, I want to stress this, and it's, you guys know, even though you might call me the Godfather, X-Bot, and all that shit, I don't mind. I don't have a problem calling whoever out. Like I'm a gamer and a consumer first, right? I've always said that. I haven't had a game exclusive-wise to be excited for the Xbox since a long time. You know what I mean? And like I said, I don't barely tweet anybody. I told Phil and them, you know what I mean, to whatever you guys got to do, lock this down, or you know what I mean. This here is a console seller, and if they were smart, they should bundle the X's with this motherfucker with the PUBG. Like, yo, the game, like it may look a little boring because I looked at a couple live streams. They don't look that fun. What the hell are we doing? You know what I mean? And I didn't know the first time I played. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just hopped straight in and go whoop and landed. I didn't get the fight. I got jumped with somebody jumped and beat the shit up with their bare hands.
Oh man, you got beat up.
I wanted to save. I wanted to go save. I forgot who I wanted to go save. But they had hopped to the plane before. I had to swim across the lake and shit. And when I got there, they was fighting butt naked on the beach. And they killed my man in the party. I was dipped into a boot. I dropped one. He pulled the handgun on me. Did me dirty. Bop, 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 bop. I was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But the game, like I said, we landed. Shout out to Double Mellow. So we had a good. We were me, D, Post. I forget the other kid, and we was rocking last night. We landed in this one area. I like this where the police station was at. We was on the roof, picking shit off. Bang, bang, bang. If you guys saw the live, you saw me them jokers down last night. Yo, this game is so intense. Then it gets smaller. For those that was hiding, you got to come out and fight. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this shit is hot. Looking for your equipment. Now, I will say this. Is what's kind of buggy is picking up your equipment sometimes.
Yeah, the controls. The controls are trash on console, bro. Like the way I use the controller on the Xbox One X, but the way,
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's pop it with the population, baby.
Hey, yo,
let's talk about it in the building.
This shit was fun.
Let me tell you something. I was out on surgery for 2 months. I learned how to use mouse and keyboard playing PUBG only. All I did was play PUBG every day, and I kept learning. So, like on mouse and key, like on controller, it's like the universal controls for shooters is basically whatever Call of Duty is. You know what I'm saying? So on PUBG, they have like it's like a third person aiming, you know what I'm saying? So that's what happens when you hold the left trigger, which is stupid as fuck. We used to, if we hold the left trigger, it's aim down sights. You got to tap the left trigger. That shit is.
You got to double tap it.
Oh my God.
You got to double tap it to zoom in. I seen PUBG on the PC watching.
You don't got to double tap it to zoom in.
You don't got to double tap it. You got to tap it once to aim down sight. That's how you zoom in.
You tap
it again to get.
And then you got to tap it again and go into the third person.
You can tell it's already confusing to me. You can tell it's already confusing to me.
What's up?
Hold on. Let me say something right quick. Shout out to my man Braun Stokesman in the chat. He says, I don't have a 4K TV, so it's pointless for me to upgrade. Well, bro, why are you in this conversation? We really talking about on the X, bro. Like, everybody here is X owners. You're in the wrong conversation. Escort this man to the S version.
Oh, come on. Don't do my man, bro, like that. He's on a fixed income.
Conversation, big
He lost a leg in the war, and he voted for Trump.
Look, you do not need a 4K TV for an X. You can get an X and still be a
conversation.
He was a leg in the wall and he voted for Trump.
Look, you can still have a X and a 1080p TV, man. I know people who are enjoying the X on the 1080p with the down sampling.
Somebody got the stream in the back. Somebody got it playing in the back and a mute the stream.
Hey, Noah, mute your what's the name? Yeah,
with the down sampling. So
hey, listen, what's it? Hey, Bron, listen. I seen the X on the 1080p TV. And it looks great. It looks amazing. It looks better. My cousin has one.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So this notion that you need a 4K TV, I mean, it's good 4K TV, but a 1080p. I didn't see some down sampling screenshots for 1080 that look amazing. That looks dope. So this notion that you need it, no, you don't definitely need it. But in order to experience the things you want, to see how you want to. You need a 4K.
Listen, hold. We ain't got time.
The only reason
y'all doing a lot of charity work
exists is because the Pro didn't need it, and then they went to the X, so the X needs it. That's pretty much.
I want to tell everybody right now that y'all see how my brothers are doing all this charity work. They ain't getting paid for none of this.
Cut this nigga back up.
They ain't getting paid for none of this. Listen, this whole podcast about Pubg. What y'all talking about? Well, see, brother, you can get the S.
You the one said. You the one went to the comment section talking about you in the wrong conversation.
I started hitting with a quick joke. I'm back on Pubg. I'm back. But I'm back now. You ain't follow me back. Come on now. I'm trying to lead y'all to the main things.
Hold up. Hey, hold up. I want to give a huge shout out to my man. Hold up. Jakeem Johnson, aka Big Cheese Gaming. He helped me with my with this damn AVR media. This is horrible. It's saying, like, I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great to use, but the software wise, this was a pain in the ass. I mean, I think he's sponsored by AVR Media too, because knew the drivers and a damn thing. So again, shout out to Jakeem Johnson, aka Big Cheese Gaming. Great content. Check him out.
Pop Off Gaming. What's up, buddy? Pop Off.
Hey, Pop Off, you want to hop on? My phone.
Hey, Pop Off playing that shit out of PUBG. You see his opinion on it?
Yeah, I was at a party with Pop Off last night, man. A real cool dude, man. A real dude, a 100 dude, and he's a broadband bully.
I'm a broadband bully now. I'm a broadband bully.
Yo, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. Like, that game, people can say whatever they want, but when you on that game, when you on the ground, on your feet, shooting, the game works. You can say whatever you want, especially on
the game runs. It works good. When you're not jumping out of that plane, and when you're not driving. If the CPU has to load up a lot of stuff while you're driving, it's gonna glitch a little bit.
But listen, I want to say this right.
It's not that bad to me. Like, when I actually played it. Before reading after reading all the comments, when I played it, I'm like, what is everybody talking about?
I just want to say this real quick.
Talk to him, man.
All those people who was hyping up every Nintendo game because you said it's not about graphics and frame rate, it's about fun. If you tell a single person they aren't having fun on PUBG because the frame rate and the graphics don't match, kill yourself. Straight up in back. Because I seen it. The same dudes that was like, look here, Xbox, this is how you do it. Nintendo out here making games that are fun. So you telling somebody else they're not having fun for a game you haven't played because you saw one frame like that was 11 frames per second, and that's apparently how the game runs all the damn time.
Let me speak on that.
Real talk.
Let me speak on that because I was talking to Garrett about this in our Facebook group. It is a difference between dipping and running. I've seen many posts where people are saying, oh, PUBG is running at 11 frames per second.
I know,
That's not true. It dips down to 11 frames, and then it don't stay there the whole game. So you saying it running at 11 frames per second is false because the game is not running. It dips there, yes, depending on where you're at, depending on what's going on.
But I don't even notice it though. But I don't notice.
When you're jumping out of the plane.
I notice it. I notice it because from where I play PUBG at, this ain't the PUBG I was looking for. But again, you can't tell nobody they're not having fun.
Yeah, that joint, man.
Look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It runs at 368p
Oh shit!
13 to 19 frames per second. Like
people are still enjoying it though.
Game, so how is it not fun to you? That doesn't make any sense.
I have
you can't tell somebody they're not having fun because there's a technical problem. A technical problem can be fixed. A bad game is a bad game.
Hey, listen, I got a question right now. Again, and no damage control, and maybe this game may not be a looker. I didn't even know it was native 4K, but it's not a lot going on. But just the aspect of that right there, you know what I mean? You know, how the survival, like I said, it gets very intense. Post, remember we laid my man down on the bridge, robbed his ass. Like that shit was funny. You know, Post shooting from the front, I'm shooting from the back. Pause. No homo.
It was just me and Z left. The other two squad that was dead. We had no field court, nothing. We run across the fields and everything. Trying to get away. We trying to make sure we stay in the circle so we don't get hit with that radiation. Man, we caught somebody on a bridge, took him down,
robbed his ass.
Everything. Yo, it's fun, man. It is fun,
I was around for like 5 matches with no shoes on. Like, hey, where get the boots from? Everybody got on boots. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, like this game. Listen, I now understand why jokers are like, yeah, play the dog. Come on, hop on this gas. This shit might put me away from gears, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a fun game. That's the game
fun,
it is.
It is really fun, man.
And all these people, like the dude, whatever, Robert Barley said Microsoft shouldn't hyper preview game. People are gonna scrutinize it. Nobody's telling you not to scrutinize it. Scrutinize it. Nobody gives a damn. I didn't develop the game. Scrutinize it so they fix it.
It's in the game.
Making all these comparisons. Keep putting up all the memes you want, so they fixed it. I don't care. No one's saying not to.
The game is engaged. Everybody,
don't tell people that. Hold on.
One at a time.
Okay, what happened? What'd you say?
I'm just saying that the game can still. Go ahead, no.
I'm saying, with the scrutinizer though, scrutinize it for dropping frames or whatnot, right? But there's people out here saying that the game is unplayable. There's people demanding refunds because the game is unplayable, which isn't true.
That's false. Look, complain about the game. That's why it's in game preview. It's there for you to scrutinize it.
Right.
Don't give out false information. Complain about the only thing, because as far as the resolution, it's locked at a native 4K. I mean, locked, no jumps. The only issue is frame pacing and the frame dipping and stuff like that. Once they get that smoothed out, and the texture pop-ins, I think they need to fix how they allocate whatever they're doing with the memory and how they allocating in the memory. They need to fix that so that it could be more streamlined in regards to the textures popping in and stuff like that, or not popping in, but just more smoother. But other than that, it's an awesome game. Scrutinize it, criticize it, but don't give out false information like it's unplayable.
Again, do that. Make sure you do that.
Because it's going to make the developers fix it.
Right. I want you to tweet it at Bluehole and Player Unknown. Everybody wants you to do that, including Bluehole and Player Unfucking Known. They want you to do that. That was the point.
I got a question.
The entire point. Give us feedback so we can fix it. That's literally what they said. But you idiots who are taking it to a level where you're not actually helping the development of the game. What was the point?
It's crazy because they said it was going to be 6 months.
Play the game and just salty that they can't play it on their preferred console.
I got a question. Check it out. I got a question. Right, real shit. Right. And maybe I might be over. Do you think this could be the next biggest Minecraft?
No.
I don't know if it'll be as big as Minecraft.
I don't know.
It got a chance to be huge, man. Like,
Dan, I got a bet for you. You ready? Let me know if you. You think it's gonna sell more than Hellblade in 1 month?
Oh shit! The gloves is off. What happened? What?
Yo,
PUBG fuck around beat
Hellblade before Christmas.
They said the motherfucker already got 500,000 players on it.
PUBG will be Hellblade before Christmas. It just is
that's one thing I ain't had a problem with. Is finding a lobby full of the lobbies is always full every time we go in. It's crazy because prior to this, the developer said it was going to be at least 6 months behind the PC version, and you look at it, and even though the PC version haven't got vaulting yet, and we got that, but you can tell it's still ways behind the PC version because it's been optimized. It's been optimized like crazy, but that optimization gonna come. I give this game in the next couple months or so. I think we're gonna get a lot of patches, a lot of updates, and when this thing get to run this smooth like it's supposed to,
Bluehole work on their own time.
What they
I want you to think about this.
Go.
Pulse, I want you to think about this. I said this in my video. This game came to preview on early access on PC on back in March 2017.
No, PC niggas don't pay no money.
December 20th is when they'll be able to get vaulting, which is basically jumping out of windows and shit.
But you got to understand
they do spend money, bro. They sold 20-some million on PC.
In this case, it's a different.
You can't pirate. You can't pirate online games.
You can't pirate PUBG because they got They got not only the Gears team, but they got Microsoft Advanced Technical Group. They got like 3 different groups from Microsoft helping them with this thing.
This is what I think
these patches should come.
This is what I think they did. Just judging from how the game plays and playing the game on PC and playing the beta builds and all that, I think they took the build they're currently about to implement and they tweaked it so it's console relevant, and then that's what they put out. So this build we've been able to play on PC for about a month, right? Probably a couple weeks, something like that. 2-3 weeks, something like that, right? Like in its full iteration with the new map and all that stuff. So I think that they took that build, they said, here, let's take the build that we have that's currently more console friendly, that has vaulting and all the stuff that console players want to make sure that they have, and let's put it on Xbox. The system runs the same architecture, so porting it over is a matter of going from one place to the other, especially with the X. The X is copy and paste with some tweaks. So I think they saw that opportunity. They ported the latest build over, didn't optimize it much. That's why we didn't hear about the Gears team going over there until like 2 weeks ago. Like it was like it wasn't like they've been there the whole time. So all this little help that they're getting is all because they were changing things at the last minute to make it more console friendly. Because like a lot of the stuff from the original game to how the game performs and how it looks now, from the UI to everything else, has all been overhauled, so it looks more, hey, I'm on a console.
And I want to get this out because I'm on my break, and before I go, I want to say this.
Dedication.
PC, facts, broadband bullies. Let's get it. Look, PC and consoles are 2 different architects. So if you port something over to a PC, because you hear this, well, a 1060 can run it at this level, and the 1070, well, it doesn't work like that with consoles. When you're porting something over to a console, it has to be optimized for that architect. It's not just going to come over and start working and everything just is fine. So this notion that everybody's saying, well, the 1060 can run it like this, and the 1070, yeah, it can do that on the PC. A lot of times, in some cases, where if you have the right equipment, you can brute force yourself to have a game. But I'm just saying,
you can't blame them, because there's console guys telling you that an Xbox One X is stronger than a 1080 Ti. So,
right. Yeah, them idiots.
Right, they idiots. That is a true statement.
I don't even back that. And what the PC, they can't apply that to the whole fan base either, because you have that now. You say y'all saying it's powerful now. That one idiot said that. So
I got a question.
Also, and I'm just gonna put this in real quick before you go.
I got a question.
Just so you know, stop comparing a console to a graphics card, because a console is more than just a goddamn graphics card. A computer is more than just a goddamn graphics card. Stop those stupid ass comparisons. Stop.
I think that's more on the PC
side. Go ahead, let Juice go. Go ahead, let
Juice go. Juice go.
No, I got a question. So, since the developer came out before the game launched and said they had it running at 60 on the X, with the current state that we see the game in right now, do you believe that was just like a misstep or a miss?
I think honestly, I see where you're going with it. I think we got the same build that the Xbox One got. You know what I mean? Until they cleared it up. You know what I mean? Because we know what I remember. It might have been you, Gary. If it wasn't you that said, I stand corrected. The frame rate would have been locked at 60, whatever the case may be. That if it wasn't you, I do apologize. That people would make a complaint on Digital Foundry. The frame rate is still fucked up at 30. You know what I mean? I just think whatever version that we got on the X, because I'll be honest with you, it's not a lot going on in this game. It's buildings running around for you guys.
Yeah, but see, this game is CPU intensive. Like,
but with the
a lot of this shit is yes, like that's what they was talking on the Digital Foundry shit. Like the CPU just ain't.
Well, fine, I get that, but I'm just saying. But you know, when the CPU comes to where you see a lot of people on the screen at one time, you might see 4 people. You know, it might be 8. You rarely run into 4-on-4 shootout. You know what I mean? You got the buildings in the background. I'm not claiming that I can do Chinese math or, you know, I'm an astronaut, but you know the buildings is there. You know, there's not a lot going on. Now, I don't know what engine that they're using for the game. There are some engines that are CPU heavy. There are other engines that are more GPU heavy. The more common engines today are more GPU heavy. But I'm sorry, what you say?
I think it's Unreal
engine, ain't that?
Oh well, should I
I think it is.
Well, again, that's more Unreal Engine 4 is kind of more. It's a scalable engine, but I think it's more GPU force heavy. I just think that we got the same build as the current Xbox One for right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you think I do still think the Xbox One X can do it.
Listen, and to be clear, there is frame rate issues. I'm not just telling you damage control because I done spoke my mind about this in the past. There is frame rate issues also on the PC, but it doesn't take away from the game. Like, I'll be honest with you. When I played, listen, I didn't have any expectations of this game, really. You know what I mean? I wasn't really looking forward to it. To me, it didn't really look fun watching people play it. I'm going to try because then also going to stream it, you know, have fun with it. And after my second match, I was like, oh, shit, I got a body? Oh, you know, I like to kill shit. Back. Oh, man, it's on. I robbed him. Like, oh, I like this. You know what I mean? I can see why people run around and the Grand Theft Auto, just run around, but it's more intense. Hold up, you wait for people to come in. Oh, there's some people right there. I will say the one knock I have against the game is the controls. A lot going on. I gotta learn it. You bring up your inventory. There's a lot going on. Once I get that down pat, you know what I mean? I think they should have made it easier, like, you know, a shooter like Duty or Gears or Halo for the Xbox. Like, you even throw the grenades, you gotta click the left thumbstick in, and it's just a bunch of shit. You know what I mean? You know, it should make it a little more easier.
It feel like a PC game.
Yes,
but they did an okay job with the controllers, the way they ported it over. Some stuff they can tweak on there, like, you know, holding the L trigger to aim down the sights and little things like that. But other than that, I mean, I picked it up pretty quick. You know,
hey, I'm gonna tell you the move, and I don't learn already. You get up on one of them buildings on the roof, you find you a scope, man. You be up on that roof like motherfucking like Remy and motherfucking High Learning. It's my worlds. The white man's the boss. You be able to knock the shit off, bang, 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 bang. You know, I'm telling you, bro. You was up in that police station last night, man. What did? Shout out to my brother D back. Let's see what time he getting on. He can play a little bit too. You know what I mean?
Like the game itself is fun. It's not going to stop being fun. They need to fix it. And like I said, I think they just took the latest build they had on PC and tuned it for minimum specs to run on the Xbox. It'll get refined over time. It'll get refined soon. They'll change the controls here and there. All these suggestions and all these little things. That is literally what game preview is for. When the game comes out of preview and it plays like this, like Ark did when it came out of preview and went into a full release, and it still had the same issues, then burn it at the stake. Right now, give them this feedback so they can fix it. If you keep saying it's bad, it's trash, it's this, none of that helps anything. And all you people that's out there talking about, are you PlayStation only people? Not the people who prefer PlayStation. The PlayStation only people who are talking about this game is trash and all Xbox ever do is play old games and all that. I don't want to see you touch this shit if it comes to PlayStation. I don't want you to touch it because then it'll be about 2 years old. So it's an old ass game.
So didn't Microsoft say something about being a Xbox console exclusive?
They said
that's what I thought.
They said that, but I don't know. Like until it is set in stone, like they did with Titanfall, where they came out and said it'll never be on anything else. Until that happens, they're all just, you know, we're gonna extend this duration of the exclusivity window and all that.
Let me ask you a question.
So I'm under the impression it's gonna come to PS4 when it's all released.
Let me ask you a question.
Whatever the hell that is.
Let me ask you a question then. Would you consider PUBG a console seller?
No.
I'd say yeah.
I say no.
If I didn't have an Xbox and I got to play that, I would go out and buy an Xbox. Same thing with a PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that game is fun. You know, why wouldn't you want to play something that's fun?
And the reason I say no is because the game is $30.
Well, I mean, it's free to play. I mean, free to play. It's like Minecraft's a console, so that's really, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but the difference between Minecraft is going after 7-year-olds. Like PUBG is going after grown ass men.
Well, they're more, believe it or not, statistics wise, they're more adult gamers than children. You know what I mean?
I agree. But the reason Minecraft makes so much money is because its target audience is children. So you get the families in by getting the children.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Again, shout out to my brother, Big Cheese Gaming. He helped me out with my live stream last night. He said that he would consider PUBG a system seller before what do you call it? Cuphead. I won't say that. You know what I mean? Cuphead was cute, but the Xbox is known for shooters. Actually, shooters is the dominant still to this day. People say shooters are dying. Shooters, you know what I mean?
Even if it sells base Xboxes, it's a sell.
Big Cheese, put the link to your channel in the live stream.
It'll sell a few, but I don't think it's like on the level of what you would normally consider a system seller. And like I said, the reason is cost value. Like if you are a everyday consumer and you heard about PUBG and then you see it's a $30 game, then you ask the question, what's up with PUBG? Is it $30 or do you get all the games? And they start asking those things. That's what's gonna happen, is they're gonna keep asking those questions.
All right, look, hold up. King Thrash Gaming said, y'all know the frame is garble. Again, and to piggyback up what Noah said, and this is not no damage code, no spin. I didn't notice the frame rate when you're playing that game. It's so damn intense.
No, he can't spell, and I'm pretty sure he meant to say game, but he can't spell.
Oh man, leave my man. That's the man with King Thrash Gaming, man. No, don't get me talking about them.
I'm telling you, that man meant to say game.
Yeah, like Lex Hazard said, grown folks love Minecraft too. It's the labels of it. I'm not in the game. People make million. They're millionaires. Oh, shout out to Alex Extra Bar. So they want no smoke. Alex, how you feeling? Alex, you done traded an X. You down to 2 frames on that standard Xbox. How you all right? So someone said he was crying yesterday on Twitter. But nah, man, this game is fun, man. All jokes aside, the game is fun. Like literally, and it may not show well graphically wise. And I would always see you guys that I would take the graphics of a gameplay any day. I go back on that statement because without the game being a looker, it's fun. You know, I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, so help me Xbox, the goddamn game is fun. It's intense. It's just like, damn it, you got to keep. Then you don't want to die, because if you die, you got to wait till the next round. So you be trying, you know what I mean? Like that's what make it more intense and shit. I'm like, oh man, you know what I mean? Shit, you know what I mean? Like that shit hot. You know what I mean? You got energy drink, you got Band-Aids.
It's way better than that Fortnite too. Anybody that says Fortnite's on the level of this, even with this being in the state that it is now, is funner than Fortnite, in my opinion.
We got my squad, the PUBG boys, aka the Tole Man crew. We got a good old saying called "Back to the lobby, fuck boy." That's what we say after we kill people. And one thing I gotta admit is that's one thing that's missing from this game. Like people are too busy in parties and shit. Like game. Do they even have vicinity chat or whatever that is? That like you hear people
proximity chat?
No, they don't.
Yeah, proximity chat. I'm sorry. Like that shit, that's terrible. Like on PC, we hear people talking all the time. Like we be playing on Asian servers and they be like, toilet man. That some shit. I think it means fuck your mother or some shit like that. No, they always yelling that shit.
We be in a private party, so I wouldn't know if they have it or not. I don't know if they have.
I've been outside of a private party and never heard of people.
It's like the Division had that. And this game is what I thought the Division was gonna be like in the dark zone and stuff like that. The PUBG does it way better than Division. But yeah, proximity chat is pretty much when you get close to somebody, you can hear they chat or whatever.
Right. In fact, I'm about to tweet Phil about this, man. They got this. I've noticed for a while now that like a lot of Xbox games just don't have that, man. Like I remember in Halo, we used to kill people and talk trash. Like what happened, man?
The party system came about.
No, not even so much that 8-year-old racists. You know what's going on Xbox Live back then. I thought Coon was my real name for so long, man. You know what's a little sidebar here? True story. And it's shout out to my boy Ross Thor, Thor, white boy Thor. I met a couple of these jokers. Like, you remember back, I told you I was a beta tester. You ain't had too many people talking like me, so you know what I mean? So I used to be back and forth every day with these jokers online. Yeah, fuck y'all, put some cheese on you, cracker. Motherfucker was like, hey, next gen, how do you starve a nigga? I'm like, what? Let me suck my dick, suck my dick. He said, no, seriously. I don't know. I said, man, hide their food stamps under the soap. Yo, I heard that shit, bro. I didn't peed on myself. I said, yo, that's some real live racist shit. Man, my man friends to this day, though, man. He was from Oklahoma. He said, I never met a black person before. I said, God damn, bro. I mean, Iowa. I said, God damn. I was like, yeah, just on TV, man. I'm like, damn, you know, man, don't be tripping up. My girl wants to touch your hair. I was like, oh, shit. Shout out to my man, Ripper Clash, dropped $1 in the super chat. I appreciate it, good brother. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, but you know, but it is. But that's probably what. Actually, I know that's one of the reasons why they took it out because of the, you know, Xbox Live is much stricter now. Like you look, my man, Bronx Hayes get banned all the time. I mean, like, damn. And I talk shit. You know what I mean? Hey, D, what's up, D?
What's up, man?
How you liking that PUBG? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, PUBG is good. It's.
We had fun last night.
Yeah, man, it's a fun game. It's addictive, and especially when you're getting down to the wire, there it gets real tense.
Yeah.
But
hey, yo,
you know, at the same time, I can still see that it's in preview though. So you know, it is what it is. It's still really fun, and I'm looking forward to all the updates they're going to bring to it. Because if you notice, in the end, we were playing there yesterday. You know, the frame rates weren't as accurate. So you know, when you're trying to aim and the frame rates jumping around,
you know what, D? I ain't sound like I'm damage controller. I ain't had no issue, man. I was just laying shit down. I don't know what the hell. Maybe the frame rate helped me aiming because you know I laid a couple of jokers down in them buildings.
You can still nail people down, but like, truth be, I don't want to like I don't want to downplay console players, but I think it's because console players are so used to kind of crappy frame rates where it's like, I don't see a problem with it because you know but the frame rate needs to be improved. That's for sure. But apart from that, and that has something we said about the game for that, because although the frame rates, you know, were all over the place at times, sometimes it's smooth, don't get me wrong, but then sometimes it's all over the place. But regardless, at points of time, I forgot about that because I was just having so much fun, especially when we're running for our lives, when the circle is closing in and whatnot. It's just a good game, man.
And the best match when we was held up in that building, that police station on the roof.
Yeah.
That shit was fire. What part of the map is that? Like, I want to land there every time.
Who was it? Yaz? Police. Hey,
you can mark it on the map. It's there, police station. Like if you.
What's that? Yaz?
I don't know, but we was on the roof. They had all the weapons we needed, everything, man. You know what I mean? That's when me and Postcode, my man or whatever, coming across that bridge later on, laid his ass down and robbed him.
Don't pick up no pistols, boy. You're wasting your time.
Hey, but not caught a body with a pistol. What you talking about? You know, that's all I had.
Yeah,
I hopped out the plane naked. Hey, bro, I hopped out the Hey, bro, I hopped out the plane naked. I ain't had no shoes on. I had a pamper on. They had agent in the pamper, bare chested. I'm walking around on like Bigfoot out there, man. I had a right hand and left hook in the place.
And that's what's so cool about the game, because I saw some shoes. I'm like, yo, Z, there's some shoes over here.
Like, yo, why my man ain't got no shoes on?
Yo, let me tell you, I didn't even notice people were doing that on the game. Like, I remember first playing it on PC with my boys, and I'm like, yo, we out on the roof waiting for people to come. I'm like, what the hell? I said, bro, where your pants at? Like, he started the match with pants on. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? He was like, nah, I like to take it off and shit. I'm like, bro, that's some other shit. Hey, shout out to my man Luda in the chat, aka the naked Caribbean warrior in PUBG. Yo, cuz be running around with a diaper and a machete. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Yo?
And the sandals, he be having on the sandals.
Yo, big sandal wearing, man. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, they do some crazy shit in this game.
Hey, hold up. Hey, Alex, hold up. We got Alex in the chat. Hey, Alex, I'm gonna keep it funky right now, right? And this ain't no spin. PUBG is bigger than any exclusive Sony dropped this year. Maybe even next year. Like, this game is big. It's true though. I'm looking for
20 million on one platform. That is
yeah, I mean, I'm looking for it. I'm listening. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, go.
Alex said that Microsoft doesn't care about none of us. I rebutted and said none of these goddamn console manufacturers care about any of us unless you're named shareholder. None of them give a damn about any of us. They care about our money. If you think Sony cares about you, you my friend, are very naive. You might need to go get some real life experience, because right now this ain't it. Sony don't give a damn about you. Nobody at Sony knows your name. In all reality, more people at Microsoft probably know your name from than people at Sony do. Nobody gives a damn about any of us. They care about our money. Period.
Oh, we're a dollar sign. I've always said that.
Right. Just the reality of the situation.
Oh yeah, I mean this thing did his numbers though. Come on now, 720. What are you? What are you saying? 7 Trap. I mean, King Thread. What are you saying? What I'm saying is not true. What did Sony release this year? Horizon Zero Dawn. They came out this year, right? Am I right? Yes, no.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Okay, PUBG had a bigger impact on gaming than Horizon Zero Dawn. Fact. That's not even up for fucking argument.
That's a fact. There's a lot of clones being made off PUBG.
Yeah, I'm just being realistic. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, it wasn't lawbreakers. No
shit. Dying Light is great at a PUBG mode.
I've seen that shit. Oh, you all right back there, Noah?
Damn, Juice, you all right, bro?
Me.
Might say Juice got his mic next to his asshole. What the fuck going on, Shaq? Like Porter Rock needs some coin to buy PUBG. Hey, listen, man, and y'all tell I haven't spoke to Porter Rock. I think I blocked him, right? Deleted him out of my phones, right? Tell him that if we do lose tomorrow, that I can't pay him because I've been reading my Bible and it is a sin to gamble. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to draw closer to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I can't pay that bet. You know what I mean? So holy shit, I can't pay that bet. So tell Porter Rock. I hope he respects me, my values. And I heard motherfucking Porter Rock voted for Roy Moore. And he's from New York. What the fuck going on, man? But anyway, man, we got to get shit. Okay, we just already 7:47. Dave, you off tonight? You gaming? What we doing tonight, man?
Yeah, man.
I'm going in about midnight, bro.
You got to work at midnight?
Yeah.
No, whatever. What time you get off work, Juice?
Shit, I'm off in like 5 minutes, man. I'm on there.
All right, send them over.
Let me know. I'm in the session right now.
Post get off like 11 o'clock or something. So we gonna we gonna play some 2K. What we doing, D?
2K, man. 2K.
All right, bet, man. Ladies
I
and
read
gentlemen,
what you said, Alex. That didn't change the fact that Sony doesn't give a damn about you. I don't. It's not gonna change.
Yo, well, Alex is in the chat there.
Yeah. He thinks Sony loves him.
Alex is a real disingenuous dude, man. This guy, this guy goes to the Xbox One X launch.
Jesus.
Poses up with Aaron Greenberg and all of these guys, you know, and then trolls the Xbox One X and returns it and talks all this trash. As one's character, those actions is all that needs to be said about him. That's all I gotta say, man.
So you questioning the integrity of his character. Like he is a pony. He is a pony.
He's a fraudulent guy.
Come on.
He is Dominican and he is from I think with Spanish Harlem somewhere.
To go through all those levels to troll just to get the Xbox One X, return it to get it on the regular Xbox, and it's not 4K on the regular one. It's like fucking 14 frames per second running on that shit right now.
Yeah, I think a lot of those weirdos bought the X just to try to prove a point.
It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, and they sit there and say, "Oh, the X is not better," but yet we're seeing all of these Digital Foundry videos proving otherwise. And then you got these guys complaining, saying, "Oh, well, look how PUBG is running on the Xbox One X." So if the Xbox One X is a lot more powerful than the PS4 Pro, imagine what the fuck it would look like running on your fucking PS4.
Wait, hold on. I got one game
on the S.
Hey, look, the guy here, Laker Link said, "You Xbox dude paid $30 to be a tester Game of the Year. For this, Zelda had no competition." Ooh.
Oh,
well, I never thought that this game should get Game of the Year. I never said that. I thought
didn't Zelda had frame rate issues when it launched?
Yeah.
Everything. This is the thing, right?
But it's a preview game. It's a fucking preview game.
The game
we know this
runs. I'm not gonna lie. Outside of playing it with y'all, I'm not gonna play it on Xbox. I'm gonna play it on PC because that's where I play. It's just the real thing. I'm gonna play with y'all because y'all my boys. We playing games together. Other than that, I'm playing it on the choice that I have already made and will continue to make. But the game is fun nonetheless. Regardless of how much you want to hate it, regardless of how much you think it sucks, regardless of how much you're mad that it's not on PlayStation, whatever your issue with it is, the game is fun. You can't tell nobody else they're not having fun. Just like when all the PlayStation people were talking about how Lawbreakers is not coming to Xbox, and you hyped it up, and then there was 3,000 of y'all playing tops at launch, and then it dropped it in 2 days.
Facts.
I don't want to hear nothing. People are playing the game. Then you're talking about Xbox got no games while talking about a game they're fucking playing at the same time.
Facts.
All I know is
Xbox got no games. Why y'all playing PUBG?
Hey, man, before we close out the show, 500,000 concurrent players on Xbox One right now.
Right.
Wait. So what Hellblade do?
Don't play games.
What Hellblade do in 3 months? Oh shit! The gloves is off. I'm wilding. That's in one day, right? It's one day. People get paid Friday. God damn.
and the game is sold out in a lot of stores. I looked on the Amazon store in Canada. It's sold out on the Amazon store. It's back ordered.
Dang.
And then, okay, so King Dash said, I don't think PS guys want PUBG at this point. No, they do want PUBG. If PUBG was on PlayStation, they'd be playing it the same exact way. The only difference is they would be comparing the PlayStation version to the Xbox version instead of Xbox version to PC. That's the only goddamn difference. They would be playing the game because it's a game that's fun. Again, no matter how much people want to push down the fact that this game is on Xbox and it's fun, it's fun.
I would like to make
it ain't on the place you prefer it to be.
All right, listen, I'm gonna make a bold statement, right? I'm sure I get another bet going on, right? I predict that PUBG is gonna outsell Horizon Zero Dawn.
Whoa, whoa, Puerto Rock, get on that phone, boy.
I need double or nothing. I need that bet.
Double or nothing.
On Xbox One is going to outsell Horizon Zero Dawn. I need that bet right there. You know what I mean? Well, I had a comment I wanted to read before we got the hell up out of here. Well, I lost some girls. They cut up in the chat. Going in, man. Damn, hold up. Where you go? Muhammad Alvi put PUBG as best multiplayer. Y'all, how's that Horizon Zero award? Damn, they did get a dub, didn't they? A dub scheme?
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah, I didn't win nothing. You know what? In all honesty, though, I thought I should have won something at least for the graphics, because the graphics were outstanding in that game. No matter how you feel about the game, it was a beautiful looking game. That's for sure.
They said PUBG 30, Horizon 60. Come on,
PUBG is in preview, and it made it to be nominated without even, and it's not even pretty. It's just fun as fuck. No matter what you do,
it's fun.
It's fun as fuck.
Yeah.
That's undeniable. And you're like, line got to be brought up every single damn time.
Get him, Calvin. Get him.
No matter how much y'all want to hate it, the game is fun. It's not gonna stop being fun because you show this same screenshot from Digital Foundry that everybody else does. It's not. It's not going to stop anybody from playing it who's playing it and enjoying it. None of that is going to matter. It only matters to you.
But to be fair, it also, apart from the frame rate on PC, which is obviously better, it's still a rough looking game on PC. It's still in fucking preview.
Even that, I don't play that shit on Ultra and none of that. I play with the draw distance to as low as I can get it so that I can see your ass laying in the grass from yards away, so it doesn't even load. The grass is not there on my screen like you think it is on yours. I play that so I get the highest frames possible, and I have tactical advantage. So again, whatever.
Oh,
yes. It's not cheating.
Hey, question. Hey,
just because I'm smarter than them.
Listen. I got a question for the whole panel. If a lot of these Sony guys want to play this game, you know, they want to play PUBG, why don't they just play it on their PCs that they say they have that they can play every other Xbox
They all got high-end rigs, man. All of them.
Wait. This guy hold up before you ask that question. This guy just handed something. Hey, my man, Laker Link. I don't know what third world country you're hailing from, but you got a sidekick or something, bro? You got to update your shit, your Boost Mobile or something. He said, this game isn't 4K. The goddamn game is 4K. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's native 4K, man. Listen, stop getting your news from the Nintendo Switch. Stop getting your
Digital Foundry confirmed that.
Stop getting your news from Dr. Trey. Shout out to Laker Link. Weirdo ass nigga. Stinking ass weirdo, lying ass weirdo. What was the question to ask me?
He said, why aren't all the Sony people who have no need for Xbox because they have a PC that can run all the Xbox games, why aren't they playing PUBG on PC? Because you should have been playing this.
They got no fucking PC because they lied.
It's been the same $30.
Hey, you know what, yo? That's the same thing with Titanfall. Well, I'm just gonna get Titanfall on PC, and it's sold 100,000 on fucking PC. You know,
frauds, man.
These guys that are first of all, these guys that are rocking out hardcore for the PS4, they ain't got no PC. You know, like straight up. Like I love the Xbox platform. I love it. I love to be able to play with you guys. I just love the ecosystem. But if I'm gonna tout something, I'll tout PC. I don't do that because I don't need to be on this fucking elitist shit. But these PS4 hardcore guys saying they got a PC too, they're full of shit. Or it's some old ass PC with a fucking 1050 or 970.
Oh, shout out to my man Mega.
Leave Mega alone.
That was an indirect shot. My bad.
Make it so you run anything. Ultra 7.
Hey, how tall you?
So much work. Fire.
Yo, make it so you run anything. Ultra 710p 60 on his rig.
Hey, how tall you by accident?
How tall you, D?
Oh my god! Like I said, and like I always say, anybody who says they got a PC that's a beast and they can run all these games and all that stuff, but you hype up multiplats that you were playing on your PS4 before the X came out, you're a liar. Yeah. Period. 100%. 100%, you're a liar.
He want to say it's just too hard. Hey, hold on, let me put Norton to him saying. Said he wants to say something. I asked you if you want to join, Norton. Hold up. Hey, Norton, I'm sending you the link on Facebook. All right, let me go. New message. Then I'm going to kick D ass in some motherfucking 2K. Live stream.
I'm out of here. Catch me on Mixer tonight.
All right, you got it.
All right. Also, and this is another thing. Everybody who's talking about the Xbox One X power and the Xbox is still going to be more powerful than the PS4 Pro. Yeah. Even if PUBG looks like it looks, runs like it does, it's still going to be more powerful. And in all the games that are going to go head to head, it's still going to win. So trying to equate the power of the Xbox One X because of how PUBG runs, how this one game that's in preview that also has same graphical hitches and frame rate drops in certain sections on PC, even with the most powerful hardware. Comparing that as power, that doesn't make any sense. The power is going to be the power. It's still the most powerful console. Does it even touch my PC? Hell no. Will it? Hell no. Doesn't make it not the most powerful console on the planet. Period.
See, that's where I disagree with you a little bit. When it comes towards the PC, when I'm playing on my X, I'm not seeing that huge graphical downgrade. You understand? Now the frame rate, no man, the frame rate it's not going to touch PC with the frame rate. It's not. But the hybrid of ultra to high settings that I'm seeing on the X is very impressive. And like I got a lot of PCs in my house. I got a high end PC. Damn. So you know I like my shit fucking crispy.
Rising. Tell them.
But when I'm playing with my boys on the X now, I'm not like, oh my god, I gotta go back to my PC. Why am I playing on the fucking X? When I had the S, like Z can tell you, because the guys were getting on me all the time, I was hardly on it because I just couldn't play it. It was such a huge downgrade compared to my PC. So the X compared to PC, of course the PC is going to be better. Of course you're going to get better frame rates. You're going to have more options, but it's very, very comparable. Like it's for, especially for $500. Like you're not going to get anything close to on PC for that price. You're just not. And I think for the console guys, this is an awesome console. It's just awesome. It's the best that they've ever seen thus far.
It's off the hook. You know what happened here? And know I sent you the link. You want to see it just do?
Yeah, I just want to add in there, man. I saw what somebody said they would rather have 720p at 60 frames per second than 4K 30. What was
I
this
don't know if I go
ago?
so far as 720p.
What was that 4 years ago?
So what was that 4 years ago, right?
Right.
I'll take 1080p. It depends on the game too, to be honest with you.
I like my face to bleed.
But I don't want to go down to 720. Like 1080p 60 for the frame rate, sure. But 720 60, nah, I'm not gonna go that far.
I'm with you though with asking the question of where was that at the beginning of this generation. Because if that was the case, in all reality, we would have more 60 FPS games right now than we do 4K games.
Hit the like button.
Resolution was what mattered. 1080p made you a better gamer. Not 60 FPS made you a better gamer. Because if you go back to the beginning of this generation,
yes, sir,
Microsoft was talking about 60 FPS.
Yes,
they
sir.
were talking about resolution. But PlayStation came out, they were cheaper, and they were making the little memes, and they were all about the gamer, and they said 1080p makes you a better gamer. And we have games that are 1080p. Microsoft and Xbox have games that are 900p, 720p. So obviously 1080p is going to be better. Microsoft was talking about 60 FPS games. I would much rather have 60 FPS games. But that's just me. Everybody took that narrative, then they made all these videos and comparisons on IGN, and every single game from Call of Duty to Battlefield, every single game that came out that there was a difference, there was a comparison for, and it was on the front page of every single thing. It was the most commented one, most clicked one, and resolution gate was a thing. You don't see frame gate, you see resolution gate. That was a thing. There was no frame gate. There was resolution gate. I would much rather have had frame gate than resolution gate.
Yeah, I wish all the games were 60 frames per second. Like, unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna have to wait a couple of years to the next generation of us getting that. But 60 frames, man, is the shit. Like, as much as fun as I'm having with PUBG, and I'm gonna continue to play it on the Xbox One X so I can play with you guys. But I'm gonna double dip. I'm definitely gonna get it for PC because
I'm gonna cut y'all right there. Like,
difference, man.
What's next? What's after 60 frames per second, man? Like.
Well, these guys are rocking 144 frames per second, 144.
Right, so once Microsoft hits 60, I mean, they can't win, man. Once they hit 60,
no, but 60
about 144. Everybody's gonna have a 144 monitor.
In my opinion, 60 is good enough. Like the 104, like honestly, tell you, like I've played on 100, like it's really smooth, but it's a little too smooth and unrealistic, kind of like that soap opera effect that you get, you know, that you put on your
like,
TV.
When you use Logic, you know, 60 is fine, but I mean,
you're not really seeing all those frames too.
Marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like Microsoft can't win, man. Like,
no, well, I see what they're saying, but this is the progression of technology, and we should be at 60 FPS by now. Because you had games, believe it or not, that was 60 FPS during the 6th generation, and you know the 7th, which is we're in the 8th now, right? It's the 8th. You know what I mean? I guess games should be at 60 FPS, but they could say, even like I said at the beginning of the generation, Microsoft was talking about frame rates, and you know the whole thing got switched to resolution. You know what I mean?
One thing you got to realize about technology too, man. Something has to be careful how I say this, because there's always a compromise. You're gonna push more pixels, or you're gonna push more frames. Like your hardware is always constant; it never changes. So it depends. Like if our games were running at 900p, we'll be getting 60 frames per second on the Xbox One X and 1080p in most games. But there's always going to be a demand for something. There's always going to be a demand for something that the consoles aren't going to be able to hit, especially when it comes to Microsoft, because the bar is set so high.
It don't matter. Microsoft is always going to get hit upside the head because it's Microsoft. It's just the reality of the situation. How Microsoft is, and the narrative that they set at the beginning of this generation, and the anti-consumer quote unquote practices that they did painted them into this position. Them trying to find their way out within the same generation, it's going to be harder because first they have to completely destroy the narrative that was there before and then build a new one. The problem is they're not winning, and winners dictate the history. It's just that's how it has been. That's how it is with anything. Them not being the winners, they cannot dictate what is or is not going to be the narrative going forward. Microsoft needs more games, 100%, 1000%. We say that every damn podcast, but nobody ever hears it. They hear that something we said positive, and that is the only thing that they ever hear. We say every damn podcast, Microsoft needs more games. Microsoft needs to tell us what they're doing. But then you get the same people, Microsoft doesn't have any games. We said that, but we're literally in here talking about a game on Xbox. That is literally what this entire damn thing is about right here. But in the chat right now, all you see is Microsoft ain't got no games. We're talking about a goddamn game that's out on one platform and not the other. They can't not have games and be playing a game at the same time.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Microsoft is always painted into this corner. They put themselves in this corner. They have to get themselves out of it. The only way to do it, they fix the power narrative. You have the power. Okay, that's fixed. Nobody can say you are the weaker platform ever, period. Nobody can say that. You're done with that. Now you put out the games. Show that the games exist. That kills that narrative. And until they do that, until they get out of the stuck point where they don't want to announce a game and then maybe have to cancel it, that stuff happens all the time. They cancel it, and on both sides, games get canceled on all consoles, on PC, they get canceled all the time. The only difference is when it's Microsoft, you hear about it and they don't fill that void. They don't talk about something else. They just don't talk about anything, and all you can focus on is the fact that this game was canceled. Sony cancels a game, you don't even hear about it. They just talk about a different game and they stop talking about that other game. So it'll give someone else something to focus on. Like Deep Down and stuff like that. You don't hear about those games anymore. Like I said, and that was at the launch event. So you don't hear about it, but they started talking about Days Gone. They started talking about God of War. They started talking about Spider-Man. They talk about the other things, so you forget about the thing that should have been there already. Yeah. And that is what Microsoft lacks, is they lack the ability to say, hey, this is what we're going to play. This is what you're going to play coming up. Since we don't know that, it doesn't exist. No matter what Microsoft thinks, no matter what they believe is their impression to the world, if you don't tell us and show us that it is a real thing, it doesn't exist. Metroid is going to be on the Switch at some point in time. You know it exists. We haven't seen anything but a damn JPEG with the words on it. But it's a game that we know exists for a platform that is here now. Microsoft doesn't do that, and they need to. That's just the reality of the situation. If they would come out tomorrow, have a conference, and say, we got these studios working on these games and they're going to be on Xbox, all this would die. And all this would die and the narrative would change to something else. Well, these games aren't coming out till blah. And PlayStation got these games coming out here. The narrative is always going to shift because Microsoft put themselves in this position. Microsoft just needs to take these slow things that they have ability to control, like announcing something, and just do it. Mm-hmm. The only way you kill off the talk is to do what you're supposed to do.
Microsoft, I don't know. Microsoft's just held to like a different standard too. Like, for instance, the Switch. There's so many games that are on the Switch that aren't running good. The most recent one is WWE 2K18. It runs like dog shit. It's like a fucking slideshow, missing all kinds of effects, all kinds of glitches. You know what? They talk about it for 20 seconds. It's like, it's okay. And they just move on for it. Microsoft does one bad move, everyone is all over them. And I don't know how they can change that. I really don't know, because the Microsoft of old, like way back in the day, they were a little bit kind of sketchy there. But the new Microsoft, especially in the last 8 to 9 years, they're a pretty good company, and they're pretty much for the consumer. And when they do fuck up, they correct their mistakes quite quickly. So I don't get all this hate, and the fan base, you know, the guys that support them, they take care of us well. I don't really have any complaints apart from marketing and, like, you know, let's get these fucking games. But as a whole, they're pretty good to the consumer as a whole. In comparison to like Sony, where you can't even change your freaking name on PSN still. Where if you pre-order a game on PSN and you cancel it, that you still are gonna pay for it. Too bad. It's yours.
Okay. Well.
Oh yeah, and this real quick before we go. People who are touting up the Switch because it sold 10 million. Fantastic job, Switch. Fan-fucking-tastic job. And with them announcing Bayonetta, I'm gonna play the hell out of Bayonetta.
Is this Switch
love
really
Bayonetta 2? Love Bayonetta 3. Or I will probably love Bayonetta 3. Not love, but probably love Bayonetta 3. Fantastic job. But Bayonetta 2 was on the Wii U. Nobody bought that shit. Don't all of a sudden think that Bayonetta 3 is going to be the reason that normal people run out and buy a Switch. Switch sold for Zelda, Mario. Those two games are out. No Switches were sold for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 outside of 8 people who know about it. Nobody in the normal world knows that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 happened. Not a single person. They bought Mario and they bought Zelda. Those are the games that they bought. They may have bought Splatoon at this point in time. But now that we're going into the new year and Zelda and Mario is out the way, Metroid, that's going to sell systems because people know what Metroid is. But Bayonetta 3, outside of the people who love platinum games, like I do, I love their style of games when they're on point, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Legend of Korra, that all that trash, that's straight up garbage. But the games that they make outside of the little filler games, love those games. But for the most people, nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, just keeping it 100, nobody cares. And don't jump out the window thinking that the Switch is all of a sudden going to start getting all this third-party support, because the games that they have got, they run at a very, very low rate compared to the other games out, and their ports for the most part, and they're not all of them are great ports. Some of them are decent. Doom, decent port. But again, these third-party games need to come, and they need to keep coming. But when you start missing things like Assassin's Creed and Star Wars, even with the loot crates, when you start to miss those things and it keeps happening, and then their first-party studios start to slow down because they got their big hitters out, like new Mario games and Zelda games don't come out every year. They don't come out every other year. Like it took basically an entire generation for a new Zelda game to come out. They'll start remastering the Zelda games that were on Wii U and were on GameCube and Wii, and they'll start doing that again. But just be aware that Nintendo needs to ensure that they continue to push third-party support onto this as best as they can. They need to use this 10 million and bolster that and push third-party support. If they don't, the Switch is going to drop off a cliff real fast. I have a Switch. I'm getting another one for my kids because this one's mine, but they take it. I don't even really use it, but I'm getting another one. So I'll have bought 2 of them. So again, this is coming from a person who wants Nintendo to succeed. I want them and their side chick syndrome to be the baddest bitch they can be. So get your third party in order and keep it moving, because if you don't, it's gonna fall off a cliff.
Hey, you know what?
That's just my little Switch rant.
Before we go up the air, we said Noah. Hey kid, hey Noah, you there? You know, did I mute him?
Yeah, you muted him.
Yo, he was under my back. No, you was back. Your background was loud as hell.
Is he unmuted? Nah, he's still muted.
He's still muted.
I'm trying to. He might have muted his damn self. I can't take him off mute.
No, you muted him.
I can't take him off mute. He must have muted his damn self. Yeah. I can't take him off mute. I can't even take him off anyway. So anyway, like I said, I can't unmute him. I'm trying to. But anyway, like I said, I can't wait for Bayonetta 3. I have a slightly different take than you. I want Nintendo to get their teeth kicked in. I do. Now, the reason why, because I missed the days of the big 3 competing. And when I say that, people act they act like, well, Nintendo's not really been about power. Shitting me. It was always about power, you know what I mean? The Super Nintendo, yeah, you know what I mean? The GameCube, Nintendo does with Sega. Don't remember all that shit back then. The Nintendo 64, believe it or not, the 64 was more powerful than the PlayStation. It was the fact that Nintendo and their policies decided to still stay with cartridges. You know what I mean? My issue with Nintendo is, and I'm gonna say this again, and people, I don't know, I'm from the mind frame, if you want someone to do better, or how you affect the bottom line is with the money. Same thing. I tweet thing with the civil rights movement. Blacks can ride in front of the bus. They ain't give a fuck about them protesters when they start riding the bus altogether and start spending their money. Did they change? The fact that you now have an online paid service is going to be, and I need a cell phone app in the friend code. Like, this is 20 fucking about to be 18, and the Switch can't do the basic shit that I was doing with the original Xbox back in 2002. That's my issue. You know what I mean? I just can't. There's policies that, Nintendo's with the whole that kiddie shit you got down pat, but it's a much bigger demographic out there, man. You know what I mean? And you go, well, I don't need that on my Switch. Man, shut the fuck up. Even when Xbox guys do that shit. How could you complain about more games? Like, you bugging. You know what I mean?
Like I said, I want the Switch to do well because I want Nintendo to do well. I want all these game companies to do well. Y'all stupid motherfuckers out here talking about you want Xbox to do bad. You're a dumbass because Sony by themselves charges you $600 for a fucking system. That's what they do. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all need to stop that. Competition breeds excellence. Stop that stupidity. Stop your corporate cuckery and get this shit in order. I want Nintendo to do well, but no matter what you say, that is the reality. If they don't keep up their third-party support, the Switch is people aren't buying games that already exist. They're gonna buy the Marios, they're gonna buy the Zelda, just like they did on the Wii U. Just like the end of the Wii U when they released Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers, the Wii U saw a spike because people were waiting for Nintendo for those Nintendo games. That is what Nintendo is at this point in time. Like I said, Nintendo is not the console you're running to play Doom. It can play Doom, but it's not the one you're running to. Nintendo is a side chick. Your PlayStation 4, your Xbox, your PC, those are your main chicks. Nintendo's a side chick. They're happy in that position because they're selling. And everybody loves the Nintendo games. Like, people out here tripping like, did you go out and buy a Nintendo Switch because you wanted to play ARMS, or did you go out and buy it for Mario and Zelda? Like, be 100 about who you are, bruh. You didn't go out and buy this shit so that you could play ARMS and Splatoon 2. You went out for Mario and Zelda, just like everybody else. This is the reality of the situation. It's a Switch sitting right here. Like, no matter what you say, that is the reality.
Put some respect on that man's name. He got the Switch right there between his lap right now. The Switch. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, man, if you guys do me, if you be so kind again to hit the like button. Ken Masters, weirdo asses in here, man. Hey, Ken, use real life weird. You look at my man Noah, his mic, man. I'll let him tell you a few things about yourself. King Trap, does that make the Xbox on the side chick? Hey, you mean he take that fucking face off the screen, man? Listen, man, your grandmother loves when my face is on screen. Listen, as I was saying again, like, thank you all for rocking out with us. A King Thrash Gaming, the Xbox is a better console than the PlayStation. Facts. Super Villain, what's good, baby? Who's next, Ryan? But anyway, I'm out of here, man. Thank you for rocking out with us. Hit the like button. Hey, Z, take your face off the screen. My girl in here. Fuck that. That bitch love me, don't she? I'm bugging the fuck out. Peace.